Welcome to Sage and Fettle Ayurveda. I'm Angelina Fox, and today we're going to be talking about peeling ginger. So ginger is a lovely addition to our diet, especially in the fall, winter, and spring time of year. It can help us clear a little congestion, create a little heat when it's cold outside, and it can also be really helpful if we have sluggish digestion. So if we're having a hard time digesting our food, you can always take a little slice of ginger, sprinkle a little salt on it, and eat that just about 30 minutes before a meal or so, and that should kickstart your agni or your digestive fire. So just a little piece here, but you can use if you have a bigger piece that you're cooking with, that's great, and just a spoon. So the thing about using a peeler sometimes is that it doesn't quite get into the flesh or the skin of the ginger very well, and using a knife sometimes cuts away too much of the actual piece of ginger, and it's a little bit wasteful. So I'm going to show you how to use a spoon. So you just like you would hold a potato or an apple if you were using a peeler, you're going to just use the spoon to scoop the flesh away there, or the skin away. And the nice thing about this is you can also do this with little kiddos at home if they want to help you cook, right? Because you're not using anything sharp. So it's really a nice way to get them involved as well in the kitchen, and then a little less messy for you as you're starting to get other things together for dinner or lunch or whatever it is that you're cooking. Right? And that's a nice introduction into being with your food, right? And the nice thing about using our hands is it's another tactile, sensory way of being with our food rather than just smelling or tasting. So we want to try to use as many of our senses as we can when we're eating, and it really helps us digest our food better that way because it kickstarts our hydrochloric acid in our stomach, right? If we start to feel the food, we start to smell the food, we see the food. So if you have a little divot like I've got here, you can just scoop it out with the spoon. Good, perfect. And it wasn't as wasteful as using a knife, right? Because you just kind of scoop out enough to get what you don't need. And then we have the whole pretty much piece of ginger there. So we didn't lose, you can see, we didn't really lose much of the actual part of the ginger really at all. And we ended up with a really solid piece here. So depending on what you're using it for, if you're cooking it into like a soup or something, it's okay if you end up with a little bit of skin still on there. If you're grating it, you can also leave a little bit of skin still on there too. So I hope this was helpful. You can get other Ayurveda and kitchen tips and tutorials at sageandfettle.com, and join me for a cooking class there as well. And I hope to see you next time.